this episode of Ghost Hunters Academy. The class climbs every haunted step of the St. Augustine Lighthouse.
We have somebody that would like you to meet.
But a new classmate means someone's going down.
I think that Jane is the weakest.
I'm sad because I don't want it to be me.
When the lights go out, Ben and Susan attack the tower.
I think I just saw a shadow right down in front of you.
There's no one down there.
And the keeper's house fires a shot at Jane and Chris.
I just heard a noise coming from this direction. I got goosebumps.
Oh, that scared me.
Will the group make it out of St. Augustine intact?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Hello?
There's no one down there.
The world's preeminent paranormal investigators are looking for new blood. Thousands applied. 5 were given the chance. Only the best will earn a coveted spot in the Ghost Hunters family. Over the next few months, Steve and Tango will train and test the recruits. Will any of them have what it takes to pass the first semester of Ghost Hunters Academy?
Hey guys, you know where we're headed, right? I'm sure most of you figured it out.
Where are we right now?
We're in St. Augustine.
So where do you think we're going?
That's right.
It was built in 1871. The builder of the lighthouse, he had 2 daughters, and they were playing on a cart system they used to bring materials from the shore to the lighthouse. And the brakes broke, and they got dumped into the ocean, and they drowned. So that's pretty traumatic.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember hunting the grounds for that.
Right.
Yeah. When we were there, setup was a breeze. You guys shouldn't have any problems. It's absolutely nothing compared to a battleship, nothing compared to Eastern State Penitentiary.
But one thing though, guys, I hope you guys have done some cardio because you're gonna need it. The stairs.
Hey guys, look at that. Right out the window, right out the front window.
Here we are. St. Augustine Lighthouse.
This is amazing.
You guys excited?
I'm stoked.
Well, before we head in there, guys, we have somebody that would like you to meet real quick.
What's going on?
Guys, this is Chris Smith.
Hey, what's up?
He's your
what's going
new
on?
classmate. So we've decided to bring a new recruit on for this case. Chris is somebody that has no formal training, but possesses really good instincts. So it'll be interesting to see, really how much, the cadets have learned and how they pass on what they've learned, on to Chris.
Nice to meet y'all.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. That 6 person means 1 or possibly 2 people or more are going home. It's one of those things where you got to keep on your toes.
And as you guys did with Jane, it is your responsibility to bring him up to speed so that he can work efficiently with you guys.
My name's Chris Smith. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I've always been interested in the paranormal, but I really didn't start getting really interested until about the last 6 or 7 years. I've gone to some dilapidated house out in the boondocks. I fell through a ceiling one time just trying to go up there and find some creepy stuff. So, that's just the kind of person I am.
Let's get in there, okay?
I'm kind of late in the game. The other members of the group have been on 4 investigations already. There's only 1 investigation after this one, so, I've got 2 chances to really show what I can do.
Come on, guys.
Almost there.
So we're here at this landing, and you see this bucket, right? The reason that's there is to show you how heavy these buckets of oil were, and these lighthouse carriers had to carry those buckets of oil
All the way up
to the top. Needless to say, that is one of the claims here, that people hear that sound, of him carrying the buckets, even the sound of him putting it down.
Slamming it. Chris, pick it up and let it go. You guys get used to the sound. There you go.
That's pretty loud.
Yeah, you'll definitely hear it.
So remember, that may not be the only sound, accompanying sounds. Maybe the steps of him walking, maybe the sound of the oil slushing in the bucket. You never know. And the first time we were here, we caught some amazing video evidence of some possible shadow figures on these stairs. Any questions?
Yeah, about where was the apparition of the shadow seen?
It was definitely past the halfway point, which is about where we are now. And it was seen a few different times by 2 different investigation teams. And we caught it on video.
Oh, all the way up. Did you see it? I saw something look down at us. Oh my God, did you see it too? It looked just like some dude was just looking right over the rail.
Did we catch any video of it?
Yeah.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is what now we're gonna show it.
That's exactly what I saw when I was like, Jay, go up another level.
Cool.
Cool.
Let's go to the tippy top.
Yeah, let's keep going,
All right.
guys.
All right, class. There's a woman in white seen up here, and a little girl seen up here dressed in period. And also this door right here, actually right here, is the door that for some reason gets unlocked for no reason, and they can't tell why. And, you know, you guys want to really focus on this area, because everyone says they'll be seeing some stuff up here, so, you know, be sure to check that out. So let's get back down to the lightkeeper's house, okay? Now, guys, this is the parlor, and the former lighthouse keepers who would stay here would witness pretty much three main things. It was footsteps, voices, and actually lights turning on and off. So think about it, where you want to place the cameras and all that.
Any questions?
Any certain times of the day or the night that, like that?
Chris, that's a good question. That's a
Thanks,
very good
Steve.
question. One that not many people ask. Mostly at night, but that's a good question because if you can recognize the pattern.
You'll know when you can catch it.
Exactly.
Chris is sharp. I think he's bright. I think he's absorbing things like a sponge, and definitely competition for me when you look at it that way.
Okay, we're gonna head downstairs. In this room, I do remember them saying that they were hearing. It was mostly just noises they couldn't explain. I remember sitting over here on the floor and just listening and listening and listening. But more importantly, the reason we're here is right there, you have two, what they call cisterns, and they used to keep water in there. They actually do claim to see full-bodied, shadow-like dark masses inside those cisterns. All right, we've shown you all of the spots, and now it's up to you. Get your equipment in here, figure out what you want to do from here. Tangle and I will be watching.
Yes, we will.
I want to see a diligent and quick setup, and you remember what we've been saying. At the end of this, at the end of St. Augustine, one of you guys is going to go home.
So
Okay,
let's get
guys,
some
you ready?
cameras.
Done wasting time? We want to get this going.
Let's go.
Okay, let's make this smooth and fast.
Yes.
Slide it in and stay secure.
I do feel kind of like I am a little bit behind just because, I just got here and they've been doing this for a while. They're trying to get everything done as quick as they can, but still train me at the same time. I know that's got to be stressful for them.
If that's a good place, if we want to look straight up.
Ben, he's being really helpful because he's a really smart guy and he's really good at explaining things.
All right, can you push it closer? Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Awesome.
That's gangster.
You're a gangster.
Excellent. And you got 6 cameras up.
Yep,
Going.
6 cameras today.
This looks nice. That looks nice. This is good to see, guys. Tonight, we're really going to mix up the teams. We hope that this gives us, a better chance to assess them under different circumstances and with different partners. All right, guys, let's get the lights out and let's start investigating, okay?
Ready?
Yeah.
Is there anybody in here with us? Hello?
First, what we should do is should go straight to the top so we could debunk that whole door thing up there.
Ben and I went up into the tower to debunk the door unlocking.
Let's start right here. This is the door. This is that they claim to lock.
It was heavy.
Yeah, it's really heavy. Then they said it happens to open itself up then.
If the door is locked, I mean, look at this thing. This is like heavy duty.
And this is a pretty solid door latch.
You would need a key.
I mean, and there's no way to get up here at all. I mean,
No. The door is so heavy, we really couldn't figure out how someone could open that door, especially if it was padlocked like that. I don't know.
well, you want to go down and maybe start an EVP session?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And maybe if we stay really quiet, we can possibly hear those footsteps they were talking about.
Yeah.
We spread out a little bit so we can cover more area.
Are you one of the light keepers?
Were you here when that tragedy happened, when those girls fell out of that cart and drowned? Did you see that?
Are you that guy that had to lug that oil up every day to keep the light lit?
I couldn't imagine carrying all that weight up and down.
What was that? Was that you?
No.
It sounded like something was knocking down there.
Is there someone down there? Hello?
Are you that guy that had to lug that oil up every day to keep the light lit?
I couldn't imagine carrying all that weight up and down.
What was that? Was that you?
No.
It sounded like something was knocking down there.
Is there someone down there? Do you hear that?
Yeah. Jane and I were investigating the lighthouse. We were about midway up when we heard what sounded like a noise coming from the lowest level in the lighthouse.
Wait, stop real quick. Let's see if we can hear it. Stop. Ben, did you hear it? It was like all the way at the bottom, right?
Yeah, it sounded like it came all the way from straight down. Let's keep going and see if there's anyone down there. It was hard to explain. We instantly went down to see if we could figure out if someone was down there, what was going on, if something fell over.
You know what? I'm gonna walk around the lighthouse and see if there's anybody else around.
Okay.
Hey, Jane, don't leave your investigation site if you don't have to. You have other investigators out there. Use your walkie-talkie to call them and ask them.
Copy that. Hey, Jane to team.
Hey, Jane.
Was anybody just inside the lighthouse at the very bottom?
No, I don't believe that, and that could have been us at all.
Okay, I copy.
That still doesn't tell you anything. Ask them what kind of noises they're making. Did they hear anything? Why just leave it at, okay, that's cool.
Copy that.
I got to be frank with people and tell them exactly what I'm feeling. It's not because I don't like them. It's not because I want to be gruff and a mean person. It's because I want them to be the best that they can.
I was stupid. Instead of just like walking like the whole team and asking, my gut reaction was to physically look around and see if anyone was here. So I got to get used to using the walkie, but learned a lot, and hopefully we caught something.
Want to go downstairs?
Yeah, man, I'm excited about this.
Yeah, dude. This is Carl and new Chris in the basement. It's a shot of the hallway, of course. St. Augustine. So yeah, I guess reports of activities in here, listen for sounds, and then they got more
Footsteps.
actual apparitions. Yeah, exactly.
They got shadow
Check
people in
those
the
out.
hallway.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead, set the recorder down, do just a base with the EMF, see what we're looking at.
I'm slowly getting used to the equipment here. I'm really trying to soak in all the knowledge I can, but especially with the cameras and the digital recording devices.
Super low ratings in here. This place is clean of a lot of EMF. What kind of investigative background do you have?
Oh, man, it's kind of hillbilly, really. I'll just go find a creepy place or a place that's been known to have been haunted. And a lot of times I don't even get permission. I just go.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's poke around on the other side. Maybe do EVPs then.
That would be cool.
Setting the audio recorder.
Okay.
Sometimes technique I like to do, walking noises and very natural sounds with audio recorder stationary so that it learns kind of the ambient sound in the room really quick, and whoever's listening to it can learn that really
They'll
fast.
know the difference.
Yep.
Are we listening to Carl?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna write that down. Just like the class takes notes at the location, Steve and I like to take notes on them. It really just gives us a complete overall assessment of how they're doing.
Is there anybody down here that would like to speak with us tonight? Is there a name that you'd like to tell us? If you were still here today, is there anything that you would like to convey to us?
My name is Carl. This is my new friend, Chris. Sometimes we call him Smitty. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to cause you harm or any upset.
Carl introduced himself, and
We're just here to communicate, make contact.
telling them what their intentions are.
Investigators. We're looking into what happens to us after we die.
All right, Carl. Good job.
This is Ben and Susan. We are investigating the grounds. We're in the middle of the woods right now.
Spider webs galore. See, spiders I don't mind too much. It's the webs that creep me out.
Did you hear that? It almost sounded like a woman screaming. Oh my God.
It was a bird. Some type of a bird animal thing. Did I say bird animal?
Sounded crazy.
Yeah. Want to do an EVP session right here?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
All right. Supposedly, the claims on the grounds are that of battles and things, and of the first settlers, which were from Spain. People have heard voices out here and people speaking in foreign languages, so maybe Spanish will stir things up.
What was that?
It's interesting. Ben and I were standing at a clearing, and we heard what sounded like a branch breaking. I think I heard the sound coming from over here. That was you. Can you please make that noise again? Let us know that you're here. Yeah, bring your thermal over here. My reaction to that sound is like, okay, it could be an animal, but I'm not going to just override everything just because we're in the woods. So we decided to investigate. Shh. Shh. Hello? No luck as of right now, but you know, you never know until you review your evidence.
Well, let's go investigate the awesome lighthouse.
Wow, dude. Look at that.
That's incredible. This place is incredible. I mean, I've never even been to a lighthouse before, let alone one that's this big. I have no clue what it's gonna bring, so I've gotta be on top of my game. Here we go, 219 steps. When you look at it, we got a new person, which probably means someone's going home. I'm just gonna work hard and hope it's not me. Wow, I feel like Rocky right now. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ben, and this is my really good friend, Susan. We just want to communicate and see if you'll communicate back with us. Is this your bucket? Can you move it for us? Some people say they've heard it move. Can you move that bucket?
So what is this that I hear about two little girls? Do you know these two little girls that hang out around the house in the lighthouse? Is that little girl here with us right now?
If you're here with us, little girl, do you want to play with me? I like to play dress up. I like to play princess. Whoa. I think I just saw a shadow, like, right down in front of you.
Really?
Right here.
There's no one down there.
If you're here with us, do you want to play with me? I like to play dress up. I like to play princess. Whoa. I think I just saw a shadow, like, right down in front of you.
Really?
Right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Well, there's no one down there.
I was in the middle of doing an EVP session with Ben. About a flight of stairs under me, I saw what seemed like a black shadow past the wall.
Right here?
Yeah, right there where you're standing. Is there a window over there?
There's a window right here.
When Ben went down, he said, hey, there's a window here. So I went down to see if we could try to recreate the shadow.
Be careful. You want a hand up?
It's okay, I think I got it. So I decided to jump onto the windowsill and play with my flashlight to see how the light would react coming through the window. It kind of looked like this. That's when I realized that any outside light coming through the window would create that effect of what seems like somebody walking past the window. It could be from traffic outside.
Yeah, it really can be. Because that road right there is like straight across.
Yeah. So I guess what I saw wasn't paranormal.
This is Chris and Jane on the grounds.
If there's anybody out here with us this evening, we invite you to give us a sign of your presence. Ooh, what's that back there?
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's just like a...
It's the air conditioner.
Is there anybody here with us? I came out here with Chris M. to investigate the grounds.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Frogs.
Oh. Is that the lighthouse keeper? Can you walk over here? Are you one of the light keepers? What's that?
I think it's Steve.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I just want to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys even know what you're looking for out here?
We're sweeping. I mean, we're doing...
The reports, you mean?
Right.
I don't know the reports out here.
Jane, I asked you, you guys have any questions? Do you want to know anything before you guys head out? And you guys said, no, we're fine, left with your equipment to come out and do what? Just wander around? There are stories out here. Why wouldn't you want to know that so you can know where to focus your energies a little bit more?
I wasn't thinking. I should have asked you that. I don't know why I didn't ask you that. So we didn't ask, actually what the activity was out here, and that was my bad. And Steve got mad, rightfully so.
The only thing I can say is the time constraints. We were really trying to just get out here and investigate because we don't have...
So with the time constraints, you would rather just wander around aimlessly than at least know where you're going to focus your little bit of time?
I don't know what you want. I mean, we're doing...
I want you to stop making excuses. This is a surprising Chris, I got to be honest with you. What's going on, man? We've been having some problems with Chris. Lately, he's very defensive, just makes a lot of excuses, and this sort of is taking me by surprise, so I have to get to the bottom of that. All right, Chris. I want to take him into the tower. I want to investigate with him. I'm going to let him do the investigation. I'm going to be there and watching him and prompting him and giving him ideas. Now watch what I do as I'm going up here, okay?
Okay.
Listen to what I say, all right?
Okay.
And just listen to how I do things as we're walking, the ideas that come to my head, like how I, you know what I mean? These are the types of things that we should be getting into, okay?
I'm ready.
Hello? If there's anybody in here with us, we're not here to make you do anything you don't want to do. We're just here to talk to you, to learn from you. Can you hear this sound? That's where we are. Can you follow this sound? Now, if you notice, when I'm walking around, my camera may be pointed this way, but I've rarely looked into the viewfinder, because if I'm focusing all my attention on up where I'm going, what about all the stuff that might be happening below me?
Or right to the side of you.
Or right to the side of me, exactly.
I see.
After investigating with Chris for a while, I decided to get down to the root of the problems he's been having. You know what makes me upset about you? I don't mean upset like angry. I mean upset, almost sad and disappointed is when you first started, the first investigations, like, we had so much hope for you. We were like, wow, Chris is the man. And then all of a sudden, you just put up this wall of, you know, I don't know. And
honestly, I feel like I have a very strong attachment to my home, and I'm very far away from my home day after day, and I understand that you guys do this for years.
Chris, I gotta be honest with you. I see my home 4 weeks, 5 weeks out of an entire year.
I don't know how you do that.
How are you gonna do it if you get chosen?
That's my problem. I don't know how to change it. I don't know how to fix it. It's something that I wish I was stronger on, but I don't, it's hard. I have a really strong attachment to my family.
Listen to me.
And to my
family. That's not an excuse. That is a legitimate, valid reason.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner.
After talking with Chris, I learned a lot about what's important to him, and I admire him for that, but I'm just not sure that this field is right for him.
Okay, this is Chris and Jane, and we are in the museum, in the lower part. So there are reports of a man walking back here, a man in apparently...
blue uniform.
And there's also shadows going into those cisterns.
And there's also some reports, Jane, of that cannonball and that buckshot moving down here.
These things?
Yeah, maybe somebody fiddling with it.
Well, they certainly don't move easily. I mean, this one's pretty heavy. Do you want to do an EVP session?
Definitely.
I'm gonna put the audio here. There's a man that is seen here. Why don't you show yourself? What are you so afraid of?
You've been known to move these items over here, this cannonball and this musket ball over here. If you could do that now, really appreciate it.
Do you smell something weird?
Just mustiness.
What was that?
I just heard a noise coming from this direction.
What'd it sound like?
Could be something like metallic.
Oh, that scared me.
You've been known to move these items over here, this cannonball and this musket ball over here. If you could do that now, really appreciate it.
What was that?
I just heard a noise coming from this direction.
What'd it sound like?
Something like metallic.
Oh, that scared me. You heard a metallic sound?
Maybe like a, you know, like a ding or something.
It sounded like this?
It actually kind of, that one. At one point down here in the basement, I heard a noise which sounded like kind of like a ting. It wasn't quite that loud. It was
okay,
like more like a shake. I think we should get the audio and put it right
and place
here.
it right here, right?
Yeah, right beside this thing. I mean, because there's already, you know, claims of this. So
yeah, I think that would be a great idea, actually.
we put the audio recorder and to see if we could pick anything up. Maybe we'll find someone a little bit later.
Yeah.
We do the analysis thing.
Tonight went really well. I investigated with Chris Smith for the first time, and it was awesome. He's a lot of fun to investigate with, and for him being new, he really does know a lot. He did really well.
So Chris and I were sent to go investigate in the basement area. I brought a few trigger objects, a cigar, whiskey, and candle. There have been claims of the smell of cigar smoke. To me, that would be a sign that whatever entity is here enjoys smoking cigars. I thought what better than to enjoy a cigar with a little bit of whiskey.
So I was really impressed with Susan. She brought what we call a trigger object. It's something that can, that's associated with whatever's there and can possibly stir up some paranormal activity. At this point, Susan's ghost hunting skills are pretty much near the top of her class.
I come bearing gifts. As a guest in your house, I would like to invite you to please enjoy the cigar and whiskey that I brought you. I was able to bring a candle so that you could possibly light your cigar and enjoy a sip of whiskey.
Do you miss these worldly possessions? That was really weird. I was looking at the mini DV screen, and I looked up, and I saw this half-arched blue shoulder.
Huh.
But before I, just jumped to conclusions, I was like, okay, what did you just do? You looked at the mini DV screen, so I looked back down at it, and I looked back up. It gives you the same, it's just like a flash.
So that was your eyes adjusting from the viewfinder into dark again?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
It's workout time right now. All right, here's the bucket. This is the bucket. All right.
Very excited to get in the lighthouse. I'm a little scared of heights myself, but I feel like with the potential that we might see a shadow moving up there, we might hear some footsteps, that turns all the fears off, and I'm running right towards the sounds. Is it steady?
0.1, 0.2, 3. If there's anybody down there, go ahead and make a noise for us. Move closer even, so we can see you.
We've heard that you sometimes can pick up that bucket. Could you do that, please? Could you move the bucket for us? Did you hear that?
Yeah, man. It's like somebody dropped something way off down there. It was like way far off, though.
If you're making noises downstairs, can you please do it again? I know you heard that.
Yeah, it sounded like as if someone was down there, like at the very bottom.
Steve to the team. All team members, could you please come back to center command so we can get the lights up, all the equipment broken down, center command broken down, all that stuff.
Copy that.
Copy.
My first impression of my first investigation here has been great. We busted tail, we got everything done, and I still learned a lot, and I really had a great time.
I know that one of us would be going home, but I'm really looking forward to evidence review. Hopefully we catch something really cool.
Hey, guys. Hey, what's going on? So, good investigation, yes?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. A lot of stuff to go through. You have the DVR, you have audio, you have mini DVs to go through, so you have a lot to review. So you guys ready for that?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Have fun, guys. Hope you find something.
Me too.
Yeah, us too.
I think this time I wouldn't mind kind of doing the mini DV.
I'll do DVR.
I'll take DVR because, I'm pretty...
You haven't tried that yet.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll teach you about how to deal with that.
We've got another person in our group now. We've got another addition. And you start to think somebody's going home. A lot of extra pressure coming from a lot of different sides on this one.
Wow. Hey, I really think I might have something here. The first analysis for me was really exciting. I mean, there was a lot of things that I, heard in the audio that I thought could possibly be something paranormal. You hear that?
Yeah, I think I know exactly what it is.
And it's not paranormal?
No, it's not.
But the other members of the group were really helpful in helping me debunk that kind of stuff. Now I kind of know a little bit more about what to listen for.
I just heard a new sound, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't you. Could I take a listen? I think it should be on that stationary audio.
Thanks, Susan. We really worked well as a group together. We collaborated on a lot of ideas.
41-14.
But I think that Jane is the weakest. The reason I say Jane is because she forgets that we're all here and we're all working together. Instead of going in it really calmly, she kind of goes in a little bit stronger, which I don't think is really good in a group atmosphere.
Hey, Carl. I was just wondering if you could check this out for me. I don't know if it's a...
Is it a video thing?
No, it's a video thing. Okay. It's a visual. It makes me really emotional and worried, anxious, nervous, and sad because I don't want it to be me. So, but The reality is that they said that one or more people will go, so I just hope it's not me.
You guys? Hey. How was analysis?
Long.
Yeah?
Long, yeah.
Long. A lot of stuff.
82 hours.
That's a lot of stuff. Well, good. You guys got through it. And how do you feel? You
Happy about it?
Yeah.
All right, good. So, guys, how did Chris Smith do on the review? You guys reviewed with
He was
him?
very focused. He did very well.
There was one point when I was doing the audio that I heard what I thought was a disembodied voice saying, "Get out." It really excited me at first, you know, but then I let Susan listen to it, and, you know, I let a few other people, pretty much I think everybody listened to it.
And it really just turned out to be crew.
So, anything else, guys? Yeah, I mean, you got any evidence? Or any...
The one thing that we do have to show you is a personal experience that's backed up with the evidence from a mini DV tape.
That's good. Why is that good?
It's no longer a story, you know?
Right.
You now have evidence for it. You're no longer going to somebody and just saying, hey, this happened to me. You're saying, this happened to me, and here's the proof to show you what happened to me. So let's see it.
Yes, let me give you a backstory real fast. Jane and I were about halfway up on the house, and I was looking over the railing. I heard what sounded like something knocking at the bottom, and we instantly went down to see if there was anyone down there, if there was anything fell over. So I'll play you the track, and then...
All right.
52 seconds it'll happen. Was that you?
No.
I hear noises in a knocking pattern. I don't know, listen, I guess it could sound like knocking in some capacity.
Was that you?
I see what you're saying. It's like in between. It's a knocking pattern, but it doesn't sound like a hard, like a solid knock. It sounds like it's almost like it could be the stairs being chin, 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 chin.
Okay. You know, that particular piece of evidence, it's good that you have a backup to your experience.
Anything else evidence-wise? That's it?
Good job, guys. Now, this is the part where we do have to send somebody home. Now, Ben, when I saw that you had finally started and not letting other people influence you, I thought we had it. I said, Ben has stepped up.
He's confident, but there were a lot of other things that were just common sense that we thought you knew, that just all of a sudden you didn't have.
You have to have consistency, and I don't see that at all. I really don't. Okay? Chris, this investigation was good and bad for you. You know, it was tough in a lot of aspects. You seemed to put a lot of work into that setup. Every time I saw you, you were drenched with sweat. And there's no laziness there. And that's good, because we can't have lazy team members that just run in circles and pretend they're working when they're not.
Can I chime in here? Chris, you show up to evidence review late and you leave early all the time.
It is still a little soon in the game for me to be making judgment on Jane, but she seems like she's constantly trying to throw somebody else under the bus.
I'm just gonna stand up for myself real quick and say, I work hard. When I need to be doing something in setup, I do it. When I need to analyze, I do it. I may take breaks. You're known about it ahead of time. That's all there is to it.
You know, there's a few things that I don't necessarily like about Jane. You know, she's not completely honest all the time. There is trust issues there. And not only that, she did throw Chris under the bus. And on our team, I don't think anybody would do that to anybody.
I don't know if people are gonna get my back here and be honest. Chris told me that in conversation, he said, you know, I don't even want to be here. This just like wasn't for him.
Is that true, Chris? You've told her you don't want to be here?
Bottom line, I do my job. Bottom line. That's all there is to it.
There's a lot of qualities that we like in Chris, but he said he does not want to be here. And that bothers me. I know it bothers Tango as well. All right. Well, guys, we've come to the point where we have to have a few of you step out of the RV, okay?
Carl, Chris, Susan, and Ben, step out of the RV, please.
Jane and Chris, we're just gonna have a quick conversation with you guys, okay? All right, guys, you know, we've asked you guys to stay behind because this is the part where we do have to send somebody home, okay? There are a few things that we do want to talk to each of you about to make sure that we've come to the right decision, okay? Now, Jane, when you confront somebody about an issue or something, lets us know that you're a little bit of a, you know, an aggressive person, a little bit of angst and fire in you that may be a little extreme for...
Can I say something?
Of course.
I have felt like that I've had to be like that because I feel like no one's been listening or like taking my ideas or anything.
She just wants confrontation all the time, but you don't bring that here. You leave your baggage at the door, and then you come to investigate, you investigate, and nothing else.
And Chris, you know, 5 investigations in, and you're already showing signs that it's too much for you. What about a year in and 80 investigations? And the fact that you already saying you don't want to be here is something that we can't overlook. And that's the reason that you'll be going home, and Jane, you'll be staying with us. But Jane, remember, keep in mind, if he had wanted to be here, it may very well be you going home, okay? And Chris, remember, that's the only reason that you're going home. No other reason.
Supersedes everything.
But listen, man, no hard feelings, you
None
know?
at all.
None
Cool
whatsoever.
dude, smart, respectful. You just don't want to be here, all right?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So Jane, go outside and say hi to your class. Chris, unfortunately, go say your goodbyes.
I don't regret following my heart, and my heart tells me that that I don't see how it would be possible to be able to continue this, missing my family and my life, my home life, as much as I do.
I can't believe I'm still here. I'm over the top happy, but it's like, at the same time, I feel like crap because the only reason why I'm still here is because this is his family.
It was really great investing with you guys. It was really, really great. But I'm going home. She gets to have another go at it.
I think that out of everyone here right now, it was his time to go. But at the same time, I feel like I'm losing a friend.
Everybody take care.
Man. Take care, man.
I will. I definitely will.
But in the end, he shouldn't be here if he's not thinking that he's going to be in here fully.
All right, guys, we have 1 investigation left. Chris was somebody that we didn't think was going to be going home. So that shows us that it could be any of you. We have to see the potential in each of you. All right, guys? You ready to load up back into the RV and hit the road?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am really looking forward to this next investigation. I think it's going to be tough, but I'm really looking forward to getting that final chance to really apply everything that I've learned all at once.